We are on week 6 of our one room challenge basement makeover, and we are very quickly coming into week 7. We have 2 more weeks to finish this bad boy, so let's take a look and see all the progress we've made.
So one of our favorite features in this entire space is this curved slat wall. We love it so much. We just put it in. It looks amazing. And the reason for it, we have a couple of reasons for it actually. First, it hides all the mechanicals. So behind this wall is our boiler and hot water heater. We needed to build that room anyway. And so our options were to either build a regular 90-degree like square room or to curve this wall. We just thought curving the wall just really opened up the space a lot more and kind of just draws your eye in a different way than just a regular 90-degree angle would. So that was the last nail to go in this slat wall that we just put in. It came out absolutely beautiful. We just used a really thin 1/4-inch plywood and wrapped it around this curved section here. And then we used these little 1x1 pine wood slats and just spaced them evenly along the wall. And we're gonna stain the entire thing kind of like a dark walnut color.
The interesting thing is we always had the intention of staying this a walnut color. Our table, our work table, the whole reason why we're building this room is walnut. But now that we see it with this unfinished pine in like its natural state, it looks really, really good.
It looks nice light.
So we're kind of going back and forth of what we should do, but I think we're gonna stick with the walnut. My personal favorite feature of this is this hidden door over here. As Barry just said, it's hiding our mechanicals, but you can't even tell this door is here with this beautiful curve of the pine.
And we have a really cool little hardware option for this as well. So it's not going to be a screw sticking out eventually.
I think it's going to be a little DIY project, but I saw these really cool cabinet pulls that included rope. And I think that if we just get a little knob and put a little rope in there, it'd be really perfect. So another new addition is opposite the slat wall, and it's this little column over here. It used to just be 2 brick columns. It was a part of our structure. We couldn't get rid of it. But we had this really great idea as our laundry room's on the other side to separate it. We had these windows from one of our projects, our renovation projects, and we were staring them at that one day and we thought it would be the perfect opportunity to bring them inside the space. So we were kind of playing around. We framed it out right now. This one we decided to go against because it was a little too basic for the room. And then we had these really great windows right over here that we think are perfect. First of all, they're extremely vintage, so they fit the feel and the theme of the space. All the window panes are all different textures, which is really fun. But Barry and I had a great idea of making the window openable. So we're gonna put 2 gold chains on both sides of the window and then screw them into the bottom and the drywall so that only the top part will open and close.
So one of the most prominent features in the space are these beautiful cabinets. A friend of ours, Ethan Abramson from the Build with Ethan, made these. They're absolutely beautiful. They're still going in, so we just kind of have them set here right now. But they're apothecary style, so we have lower cabinets. We're gonna have a slab of Carrara marble on top of it, and we think it's gonna create like this really nice sort of like vintage apothecary feel. We also did some really cool details. There's a little curve in the corner right here. So it kind of mimics some of the other arches and curves that you'll see in the place. And we're gonna put some vintage glass that has some movement in it in these upper cabinets, in these open panels right here. So it should be a really cool feature. We're super excited about it. This is gonna give us lots of storage. It's where we're gonna keep all of our samples, all the things that we wanna show our clients. So we have lots and lots of storage for that kind of stuff.
We spent the last couple of weeks going to different salvage and antique stores here in Brooklyn, New York, trying to find the perfect piece of stained glass that's gonna live in the middle of our cabinetry row. After going back and forth and looking at so many different ones, we really didn't have our heart set on any of them. Needless to say, we were at one of our job sites that's just started demolition, and in the back of this building laid the most perfect piece of stained glass. This has almost a mid-century modern look to it, We love the different curves in this. It kind of mimics the arches that are going in our Speakeasy. And the best thing about this, the size is not only perfect, but there's space in between the cabinet. And this is gonna allow us to incorporate the slats from the slat wall to build around this. And then since it's gonna set back, we're gonna put an LED strip behind it to give the illusion of some natural light inside a room with no natural light.
So if you remember, we had structural columns that ran all the way through here. Obviously they had to stay, they weren't going anywhere, but we thought we would incorporate them into the space and make them more of a feature. So what we did was we just made these arches out of them. So they're still in there, they obviously are still doing their job, holding up the entire building above it. But now it's such a cool feature.
Changed the whole entire space. And there were two things in this space that we did have to subcontract out, is we were just too busy. But if you'll notice the wall behind the arches, this was really poorly done when we first started. We knew we needed to re-cement that. So that's been re-cemented. Our front hatch has been re-pointed and re-cemented, so it looks fantastic. Brooklyn basements are quite scary, but now we're kind of okay with the hatch. It looks pretty decent.
It's getting there, it really is.
It really is. It's something I'm really excited for this coming week. Our American tin ceilings came in, and thanks to you all out there, we went with this extra white tin. It looks incredible. It's a tongue and groove, so it's just gonna be really easy to install. It's just gonna literally go like this and then up on the ceiling here. And I think it's actually gonna give the illusion that the ceilings are higher than they are with this pattern on it, or at least that's the goal. So we're putting on the first coat of paint on our doors that we salvaged. We cut a little hole in here. We're gonna get some chicken wire glass. There's gonna be probably 2 or 3 coats that are needed for this. We're doing a tricorn black. It's our go-to black from Sherwin-Williams. Coming up this week, not only are we gonna finish the doors, but we're looking at painting the stairs as well. We're gonna finish the laundry area, which we are keeping top secret into the big reveal on the 28th, because the space is just gonna have everybody gagging, hint, hint. And then we also need to figure out our floors. Unfortunately, sanding is not an option right now just because of our timing. So we're gonna go ahead and clear out the space and repaint the entire floor. That will still give it that industrial concrete look.
So thanks for coming along on the update. We hope you guys are enjoying. We're in week 6, by the way, and there's only 8 weeks, so we have a lot of work to do.
Our work is definitely cut out for us. We are so inspired by the other 19 feature designers. They're motivating us to get to the finish line. If you haven't already, make sure you check them out. Subscribe below so you can keep up to date with our progress. It's gonna be a busy couple of weeks for us, but it's gonna be a fun couple of weeks. So make sure you subscribe, and we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Bye guys.